Just then, Portia appears with a large man who looks vaguely familiar. She introduces him as Polarch Heavensby, the new head game maker. Polarch asks Peta if he can steal me for a dance. Peta recovered his camera face and good-naturedly passes me over, warning the man not to get too attached. I don't want to dance with Heavensby. I don't want to feel his hands on me, one resting against mine, one on my hip. I am not used to being touched, except by Peta or my family. And I rank the games makers somewhere below maggots in terms of creatures I want in contact with my skin. But he seems to sense this and holds me almost at an arm's length as we turn the floor. We chit-chat about the party, about the entertainment, about the food. And then he makes a joke about avoiding the punch since the training. I don't get it. Then I realize he's the man who tripped backwards into the punch bowl when I shot the arrow at the game makers during the training session. Well, not really. I was shooting an apple out of the roasted pig's mouth, but I made them jump. Oh, you're the one who... I laugh, remembering him splashing back into the punch bowl. Yes, and you'll be pleased to know I've never recovered, he says. I want to point out that the 22 dead tributes will never recover from the games he helped create either. But I only say, good. So you're the head game maker this year? Must be a big honor. Between you and me, there weren't many takers for the job, he says. So much responsibility as to how the game turns out. Yeah, the last guy is dead, I think. He must know about Sienka Crane, but he doesn't look at least bit concerned. Are you planning the quarter quell games already? I say. Oh yes, they've been in the works for years, of course. Arenas aren't built in a day, but the, shall we say, flavor of the game is being determined now. Believe it or not, I've got a strategy meeting tonight, he says. He steps back and pulls out a gold watch on a chain from his vest pocket. He flips open the lid, sees the time, and frowns. Oh, I've got to be going soon. He turns the watch so I can see the face. It starts at midnight. That seems late for, I say, but then something distracts me. He runs his thumb across the crystal face of the watch, and for just a moment, an image appears, glowing as if lit by moonlight, by candlelight. It's another mockingjay, exactly like the pin on my dress, only this one disappears. He snaps the watch closed. That's very pretty, I say. Oh, it's more than pretty. It's a one-of-a-kind, he says. If anybody asks about me, say I've gone to bed. The meetings are supposed to be kept secret. But I thought it would be safe to tell you. Yes, your secret is safe with me, I say. As we shake hands, he gives me a small bow, a common gesture here in the capital. Well, I'll see you next summer at the games, Katniss. Best wishes on your engagement, and good luck with your mother. I'll need it, I say. Heavensby disappears, and I wander through the crowd looking for Peta. As strangers congratulate me on my engagement, on my victory at the games, on my choice of lipstick, I respond, but really I'm thinking about Heavensby showing off his pretty, one-of-a-kind watch to me. There was something strange about it, almost clandestine. But why? Maybe he thinks someone else will steal his idea of putting a disappearing mockingjay on the watch face. Yes, he's probably paid a fortune for it, and now he can't show it to anyone because he's afraid someone will make a cheap knockoff version. Only in the capital. I find PETA admiring a table of elaborately decorated cakes. Bakers have come in from the kitchen, especially to talk frosting with him. You can see them tripping over one another to answer his questions. At his request, they assemble an assortment of little cakes for him to take back to District 12, where he can examine their work in quiet. Effie said we have to be on the train at 1. I wonder what time it is, he says, glancing around. Almost midnight, I reply. I pluck a chocolate flower from the cake with my fingers and nibble on it, so beyond worrying about manners. Time to say farewell and thank you, trills Effie at my elbow. It's one of those moments when I just love her compulsive punctuality. We collect Cinna and Portia, and she escorts us to say goodbye to the important people, and then herds us towards the door. Oh, he's not one. Back up. Shouldn't we say thanks to President Snow? Asked PETA. It's his house. Oh, he's not a big one for parties. Too busy, says Effie. I have already arranged for the necessary notes and gifts to be sent to him tomorrow. There you are. Effie gives a wave to 2 Capitol attendants who have an inebriated Hamish propped up between them. We travel through the streets of the Capitol in a car with darkened windows. Behind us, another car brings the prep team. Throngs of people celebrating are so thick. It's slow going. But Effie has this all down to a science. And exactly at 1 o'clock, we're back on the train. And it's pulling out of the station. Hamish is deposited in his room. Cinna orders tea, and we all take a seat around the table, while Effie rattles her scheduled papers and reminds us we're still on tour. There's the Harvest Festival in District 12 to think about, so I suggest we drink our tea and head straight to bed. No one argues. When I open my eyes, it's early afternoon. My head rests on PETA's arm. I don't remember him coming in last night. I turn, being careful not to disturb him. But he's already awake. No nightmares, he says. What? I ask. You didn't have any nightmares last night, he says. Oh, he's right. For the first time in ages, I slept through the night. I had a dream, though, I say, thinking back. I was following a mockingjay through the woods. For a long time, it was Rue, really. I mean, when it sang, it had her voice. Where did she take you? He says, brushing the hair off my forehead. I don't know. We never arrived, I say. But I felt happy. Well, you slept like you were happy, he says. PETA, how come I never know when you're having a nightmare, I say? I don't know. I don't think I cry out or thrash around or anything. I just come to paralyzed with terror, he said. You should wake me, I say, thinking about how I can interrupt his sleep 2 or 3 times on a bad night. About how long it can take to calm me down. It's not necessary. My nightmares are usually about losing you, he says. I'm okay once I realize you're here. Ugh. PETA makes comments like this in such an offhanded way. It's like being hit in the gut. He's only answering my question honestly. He's not pressing me to reply to make any declaration of love. But I still feel awkward, as if I've been using him in some terrible way. Have I? I don't know. I only know that for the first time, I feel immoral about him being here in my bed, which is ironic since we're now officially engaged. Be worse when we're home and I'm sleeping alone again, he says. That's right. We're almost home.
Oh, come on!